Hello, YouTube. I'm George. This is the Happy Chronicles. So today, I'm going to be discussing my go-to bikes. I own 8 bikes. Each one does the same exact thing. It'll take you from point A to point B and back. However, they all do it a little different. It's like having a convertible car. Top goes down, sun, yeah. You have a sports car that, goes fast, goes around corners, agile, brakes great. You have a muscle car, burnouts, goes straight, fast, Bicycles are the thing that has brought me happiness since I was, since I was a little boy, 5 years old. So today, I'm going to show you the 3 go-to bikes. This is my daily, and then my other 2 that I use on a weekly, okay? And I'm going to explain the intricacies of that. For all of you that are looking to get into bicycling, or just looking to get back into it, your exercise. It's been hanging in the garage forever and ever and ever. It's time to take that down, pump up the tires, lube the chain, figure it out, and get your big, fat, lazy butt up on your bike again and start riding. So, let me start out with the oldest, and is my daily. Nickname is Peppy, my little mule, my trusty steed, as you've seen me refer to him in many videos. So, this is a 1979 Stumpjumper. This is a tall frame. This is something that, back in the day, the geometry was different, okay? This is a 6-speed rear cassette. It has a triple ring up front, so you count it, 18 gears, okay? It is my daily. It has a comfortable saddle. Like, this is the lazy boy of saddles, okay? And I'm an old man, so it's got that cutout. You know what that cutout's for, guys, okay? It's a clean old bike. It's got a battery right there. That is connected to a car horn. Now, we're gonna honk that real quick. Ho! Along with the traditional bell for being courteous and warning people. When you come up on people, you can yell to your left or to your right, and inevitably they will go the opposite, and it's kind of a cluster you-know-what. So, this is the one that I use for everything. It can do anything and everything. You can just daily commute. You can put racks and bags on it. You can go camping with it. You can go grocery shopping with it. It's super duper comfortable, super duper reliable, and it has in excess of 100,000 miles on it. I have ridden this bike forever and ever and ever. The next bike is my 1995 Stumpjumper FSR. This was the second year for the Stumpjumper FSR. FSR stands for Full Suspension Race. This was bought for my company. This was the big purchase. I had a mountain bike school, touring and training. I did a lot of coaching back in the 90s. That decade was awesome. When you have a dream business that you think, hey, let's try this and see what can happen. Most people said it would never work. Well, I kind of was like the tennis pro, that guy that has a tennis court in his backyard and makes a living doing that. I made a living teaching people how to ride bikes. In particular on single track trailer, downhill. We had summer camps for kids. It was a fun time, real fun time. This bike will do just about anything. Now the geometry is kind of smaller and you're kind of hunched over. That's the high-rise bars on here in my older years have come into play quite a bit. Now this, while it's an expensive saddle, hard as rock, and is not anything to do with comfort or longevity. If you're going to go on a long ride, I don't suggest that kind of seat. That is a butt breaker, amongst other things. It is equipped. It is a menagerie. Actually, all my bikes, because of their age, are kind of a menagerie of new and used parts. Fortunately, you have a rim pull brake bike. It will you know, suffice it to say, you can find parts. Hell, you can buy a whole parts bike on Facebook Marketplace. Of which, if you're actually looking for a good used bike, I do suggest Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace, I see deals each and every day. And in particular on the next bike I'm going to introduce you to, which apparently Specialized made millions and millions of these things in various forms and various price ranges, but it is a great bike if you want a fast, light, agile bike. This one here, well, you know, if you're going downhill fast, and this is an old bike, so the travel is nowhere near what these things that you see nowadays are. Now let's step up to the year 2010. This is a Specialized, and if you haven't guessed it by now, I'm big on Specialized bikes. I love Specialized bikes. I've been riding them, well, you know, not since 1979. Peppy was a used purchase, and a very good used purchase. The FSR was brand new, and that was a great purchase. This one was a slightly used purchase. This is an all aluminum, very light. I mean super light for what it is. And it's called a hybrid. A hybrid is a cross. It looks like a mountain bike, and it kind of rides like a mountain bike, but with these skinny tires, and those are 700Cs. I run a 28 on the front, or 38 on the front, and a 28 on the rear. I find that a slick 28 on the rear pushes really well, but the larger diameter and width, with the traction on the front, provides a hell of a lot better of a handling scenario. This bike right here, Cyrus. A lot of people will pronunciate that Cirrus, Cyrus, apples, oranges, you know, whatever. Tomato, tomato. This bike right here is a speedy. It goes like a bat out of hell. On a windy day, this is what you want to ride. It has a comfortable, old-fashioned, springy seat. Some of you that are old will know that these are pretty darn comfortable. And suffice it to say, it's got a wide enough saddle for my old butt to be pretty comfortable. It's a short ride bike. I don't do longevity on this because, well, quite frankly, it can be set up for it. It's a touring bike. You can actually put bags on it. It has all the grommet holes and everything that you can set it up for. I've seen some pretty neat camp bikes made out of these with some, you know, what would be termed gravel tires, you know, similar to what I have on the front of this. It shifts, it brakes, it goes like a bat out of hell. And that is the short commute bike, the speed run, I just need to get the workout in, but I don't really want to do the miles on it. That is what this bike is. Now, as I've explained, each bike does the same exact thing. These three bikes, they're all the same. They got two wheels, bunch of gears, good brakes, and they're reliable. They're simple, okay? But these are my three go-to bikes. These are what make me happy. These are what keep me alive, both physically, mentally. You can't ask for more than that. Cycling is probably the lowest impact workout. I see people all the time that are, their doctors have probably told them, hey, you need to get out, you need to walk, you need to do a run or something. They shouldn't be running. They should probably, you know, walking is about the best they can do, which is great. That's the starting point. But then when you get up to running, man, that puts a lot of pressure. I know some of you are saying, no, running's great, running's great. It is if you're in shape. If you're a runner, it's great. But if you're not, or you're trying to get back into shape, especially if you're overweight, you don't want to run. Get on a bike. A bike, you're saddled, okay, you're sitting down. You've got gears, so you can pedal fast, slow, hard, easy, and it is the greatest workout because you can go farther and feel a lot better because you're outdoors. You're amongst people. You can be social. I know, social. In today's world, talk to that stranger. I love good mornings. Good mornings are my favorite. I say good morning to everybody and anybody if you make eye contact with me. If you're looking at your phone or you're off in the distance or you're having a conversation with somebody else that seems like it's a pretty, you know, good conversation, I'll pass you by. Otherwise, good morning. And man, I get the good mornings back. That mentally will accommodate just about every strain and stress you're having that day, thinking, man, this sucks. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. But you get that good morning, man, it makes it all better. It gives you just this much more of, okay, I can continue to go. I can do this. I can get better. I can get stronger. I can be healthy, both physically and mentally. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please like and subscribe. My channel's small, it's new, gaining some ground, getting some hits. This YouTube thing, I dig it. I'm just an old guy that likes to make videos. If I can make you smile, it keeps me smiling. So with that, have a great day. Peace.